Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today was meant to be Monday's video, but today we are looking at now former Senator Ben Sasse, who was one of the two senators for Nebraska. He did leave, and I think he left Congress and became, the new president of the University of Florida. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Mike Johans. Now, let's look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Plainsview, Nebraska on February the 22nd, 1972. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Harvard University in 1994. Earned a Master's of Arts from St. John's College in Annapolis, Maryland in 1998. Earned a PhD from Yale University in 2004. Has been a management consultant, a university professor, chief of staff to U.S. Representative Jeff Fortenberry, counselor to the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Assistant Secretary for Planning and Evaluation in the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, President of Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska, before being elected as a Republican to the U.S. Senate in 2014, re-elected in 2020, and served from January 3rd, 2015 until his resignation January 8th of 2023. So, yeah. And he resigned, as I said, to take on the presidency at the University of Florida. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees I have for him that he was on. He was on the Committee on the Judiciary, of which he was on the Subcommittee on the Constitution, the Subcommittee on Federal Courts, Oversight, Agency Action, and Federal Rights, the Subcommittee on Human Rights and the Law, and the Subcommittee on Privacy, Technology, and the Law, of which he was a ranking member. He was on the Committee on Finance, of which he was on the Subcommittee on International Trade, Customs, and Global Competitiveness, the Subcommittee on Social Security, Pensions, and Family Policy, and the Subcommittee on Taxation and IRS Oversight. He was on the Senate Committee on the Budget, and he was on the Select Committee on Intelligence. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, Securities and Investment, who altogether donated $1,527,192. Next is Republican conservative groups, who have donated $780,146. Next is retired, who have donated $687,191. Next is leadership PACs, who have donated $622,682. And fifth is real estate, who have donated $550,715. Now, let's look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have Club for Growth, and they are a 501c4 fiscally conservative organization active in the U.S. with an agenda focused around tax cuts and other economic policy issues. According to its website, the Club for Growth's policy goals include cutting income tax rates, repealing the estate tax, supporting limited government, and a balanced budget amendment, entitlement reform, including Social Security reform, Medicare and Medicaid reform. They're not entitlements, they're paid into, dumbass! Tort reform, school choice, and deregulation. So it's a right-wing bullshit. Altogether, they have donated $344,788, and once again, that's Club for Growth. Club for shit. Next, at number 2, we have Senate Conservatives Fund. And they are a U.S. political action committee that supports conservative Republican Party candidates in primaries and general elections, primarily focusing on supporting U.S. Senate candidates, and was founded by then Senator Jim DeMint of South Carolina. Altogether, it has donated $158,729, and once again, that's Senate Conservatives Fund. Next, at number 3, we have DCI Group. And they are an American public relations, lobbying, and business consulting firm based in Washington, D.C., and was founded in 1996 as a consulting firm and has since expanded its practice to become a public affairs company offering a range of services. Altogether, it has donated $80,850, and once again, that's DCI Group. Next, at number 4, we have Capital Group Companies, and they are an American financial services company. It ranks among the world's oldest and largest investment management organizations with over $2.6 trillion in assets under management, and was founded in Los Angeles in 1931 and has offices around the globe in the Americas, Asia, Australia, and Europe. Altogether, it has donated $78,600, and once again, that's Capital Group Companies. Finally, in 5th, we have Mountain Group Partners, also known as Mountain Group Capital, and it is an investor dedicated to investing in and actively guiding transformation businesses in the life sciences. And it is based in Nashville, Tennessee. Altogether, it has donated $56,900, and once again, that's Mountain Group Partners. Now, let's take a look at his donors at a glance, industry-wise. Securities and investment, ooh. Republican conservatives, boo, suck. Retired, absolutely wonderful. Leadership pecs, boo, suck. Real estate, individually. Club for Growth, they're now being downgraded to an ooh, after what I've learned of them. Senate Conservatives Fund, boo, suck. DCI Group, Capital Group Companies, Mountain Group Partners, yeah, this has been a look at former Senator Ben Sasse, who was one of the 2 senators for the state of Nebraska. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.